When I was starting out in 2007 in business, I was forced to retire from pro tennis. My goal was to become a pro tennis player. And so I got injured early, and that forced me to pivot very quickly and find something else to do. And so I've always wanted to be independent and control my own destiny. So I went into business. I had zero business experience, no contacts. My parents were not business people. It was very difficult at the beginning to kind of meet people in the industry and just find what I wanted to do. And what I found, the more I've gone through this entrepreneurial journey and, making hundreds of millions of dollars in sales and running now a business that does between 25 and $30 million a year and has over 100 people working across the businesses that you have of business is usually very different to the reality that you actually see on a day-to-day basis. And I'll give you a few things here so you can improve your mindset and unlock the next stage of growth wherever you are in your entrepreneurial journey. One of the main things here that I noticed throughout my entrepreneurial career is that when I was broke, literally starting from zero, I thought that everyone who showed their money, who bought the expensive cars, who bought designer clothing, people who were flaunting their money were actually rich. And so I was very surprised to see that the richest people that I met, that I would end up meeting, are actually very discreet. So the number one mistake that destroys entrepreneurs, businesses, and business owners is not respecting the money in, money out rule. They make $5,000 a month, they spend $5,000 a month. They make $50,000 a month, and their expenses go up to $50,000 a month. The more they make, the more they spend. And fast forward a few years, they haven't saved any money. They've made a lot of money, but they've spent a lot of money. They celebrate, they spend their money, they buy stupid shit, they forget to pay their taxes, they have a big bill coming in, and they don't have cash to pay for it. And overnight, the business is gone. And so they have to get rid of people, fire people, good people from their business, just because they don't have the money to float. And so when I look at some of the richest people on earth and some of the people that I've met and some of the friends I have today, most of my friends today are entrepreneurs with usually pretty high net worths, anywhere between several million all the way to several hundred million and several billionaires too. What I notice is when they walk into the restaurant, when we go to dinner and they walk into the restaurant, very few people actually look at them because they're very discreet. Some of the wealthiest people on earth don't look like they have money. They're frugal. They've learned to be very disciplined with their money, and that's why they have a lot of money. When you start making money, instead of buying and spending all that money overnight, going to clubs, buying jewelry, buying designer clothes, buying a car, taking a lease and all that, save that money, be frugal, act like you're broke. Act like you're broke for long enough to stack money. And then one day, once you've actually built a business that can run at a higher level, that can create automatic income for you, where you can have good people running that business and you don't need to be running the day-to-day anymore, and you've actually accumulated money, that's when you can actually start enjoying your money. A lot of people make the mistake of spending all their money much too early, and when they have bad surprises in life, an accident, bills coming in, investments they want to make, they just don't have the capital. Be smart. Remember that the richest people on earth don't look like they're rich. And one thing they do is they follow the scoreboard. What is the scoreboard if you're an entrepreneur or a business owner? It's your bank accounts. You need to be checking your bank accounts and monitoring money in, money out. You need to look at your statements, not once a month, not once a year, but daily. I look at my statements every single day. I get notifications on my phone. I look at what's coming in. I look at what's going out. So I know exactly how much money is coming in every day and going out. And when there's surprises, let's say if I signed up for a free trial somewhere and I see a rebill coming in, I know that that's something that I need to cancel if I'm not interested in paying for it. So you need to be looking at the scoreboard, because the richest people on earth look at the scoreboard. It's like a tennis match. You need to know the score so you can adapt your game based on the score. That's it for this video. Post in the comments below your biggest takeaway and what you're going to be doing once you actually make money and you've saved up, and I'll talk to you soon.